So I don't date American black men. I have never dated an American black man. Black American men honestly have this habit of attacking black women for the way that they look, especially if you are a darker skinned woman or you have more Afrocentric features, they will attack you. American black men generally do not value courtship, traditionalism, or even marriage.
All right, y'all, a little bit of house cleaning before we get started. For those who've been rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in or out the door, for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now, let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go. Y'all know how we do it.
So I don't date American black men.
And here we go.
I have never dated an American black man, and my reasons are quite simple. So a few days ago, I made a video about coffee dates, and I basically talked about how I would never accept a coffee date as a first date. I think it's low effort, and it's just not my thing. Surprisingly enough, and I was genuinely surprised, 98% of the commenters and the people that were upset were American black men. So
How do you know? Did you go and look over every account? And how did you verify that they were all black American men? Some of them can be like you know, a tether in disguise. I mean, I know a lot of y'all put your flags in your bios, but how do you know that 98% of the people that had an objection to your content were black Americans, in particular black American men? I call cap. Keep going.
shocked because I didn't think that video would land on their For You page.
Stop lying. You knew it would land on the FYP. Why? Because it's misandry, and misandry seems to find its target.
But it did, and hundreds of them, hundreds, were crying on my shoulder over the fact that I would not drink bean juice on a first date with a man.
Nobody cares. You wouldn't drink bean juice, but you would drink grape juice because that's what wine and alcohol is made from, primarily grapes. So who cares? You don't like coffee? Don't go on coffee dates. Simple and plain.
Or with anyone. They were in my comments calling me all types of names, saying that I'm a gold digger and saying that I'm this and that. And then unprovoked, they started attacking me for my looks. By the way, I was so nice in that video. I did not insult anyone in that video, but they were insulting me.
But you did insult people by saying you're going to X out an entire group of people from your dating pool. Can be construed as an insult. I don't know where you come from. Yes, I do. You come from Nigeria and you're a tether and you're in disguise and you just made this content because you wanted to gaslight black American men into producing content to give you what you want. Likes, clicks, and views and validation. So people like this, I swear, man. Let's keep going.
Coming at me for my skin color, saying that I'm too dark and that I shouldn't have any standards. They were coming at me for my Afrocentric features. They were coming at me because I have an Afrocentric hairstyle in. Black American men honestly have this habit of attacking black women for the way that they look, especially if you are a darker skinned woman or you have more Afrocentric features, they will attack you. So
in Nigeria, where you from, those men over there never say anything about how a woman look, how she may lack attractiveness. They don't say anything over there, huh? They don't critique you about your dark skin when we know the continent is a cesspool full of people using bleaching products to not be dark skinned. But they don't say anything over there in Nigeria. The Nigerian Americans don't say anything about your looks, huh? It's just all puppy dogs and kittens and rainbows and unicorns. Every Nigerian you run across just finds you to be the most attractive woman on earth, huh? Is that what you want us to believe? Such bullshit.
the fact that they came at me for my looks unprovoked is not surprising to me at all. So reading the comments and watching the stitches, it brought up a discussion between me and my parents about why I don't date American black men. American black men generally do not value courtship, traditionalism, or even marriage. And I'm not...
But how would you know? If you don't date black American men, how would you know these things? What's the barometer or the measure that you use to gather this information? Is it social media? Is it word of mouth? Because you can't possibly tell me you exclude a whole group of men out of your dating pool based on what? What are you excluding Black American men from your dating pool from? I'll tell you why. Because you're a tribalist. You come over here with your tribalism. You come over here with your ethnic discrimination. You come over here with all your preconceived notions of who we are. So you wasn't gonna date us to start. Before your parents got over here, they didn't fuck with us. Now that they're over here and clearly raised you over here, you don't fuck with us. So you're just trying to use your prejudice against us, your preconceived prejudice, by the way, your taught bigotry against us as some type of shield to say, I don't date you guys because X, Y, and Z. But I still ask the question, how do you know how we are if you don't fuck with us?
Saying that all American Black men are like this, but a large majority are. They will berate you, break you down, and take advantage of you. I don't know why, but the sight of seeing a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman, having standards really does bother them. Maybe it's because in their mind, nobody ever talks about this, but they believe Black women, dark-skinned Black women, deserve crumbs. Colorism is real, and they think that we deserve crumbs and that we shouldn't have any standards. I mean, I was getting so many messages and comments saying, you're dark skinned, why do you have all these standards? The only reason why that video got them really upset was because it basically told them to do better. And they do not take well at all to being told to do better, as you can clearly see, and it's because they are not required to. They are used to giving women nothing, giving women crumbs, but then receiving the world back.
And this is where she throws shade at Black American females. Black American women, she's talking about y'all. She's basically saying y'all have no expectations on Black American men and you're used to receiving nothing in return for all your efforts in dating us. She's throwing shade at y'all. I mean, I don't know if y'all support her or not, which I don't think y'all did. I know a lot of Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, are waking up to the tethers, but she's really throwing shade at y'all on this one, man. I don't know what to tell y'all.
When they were watching my video, they were so upset. They were like, oh, no. You want me to take you on a proper date? A proper date when all I'm used to is inviting women back to my house, or inviting women on a nature walk as a first date, or inviting women to my car to link and smoke? You want me to actually put in effort? No, I'm not used to that at all. They're literally in my comments saying, what makes you think you deserve a meal? You need to prove yourself. And when American Black men say that you need to prove yourself, that just basically means you need to go through hell and back with him. They don't want to put in the effort because they're lazy, they are entitled, and they are cheap. And don't get me wrong, it's not all American Black men that are like this. It's just the large majority. And that is a problem because the majority of Black American women prefer Black American men, but there are not enough good Black American men to go around.
Congratulations. How you enjoying that freedom that my ancestors fought for you to be able to say the most asinine, stupid shit on the planet? I hope you're enjoying that freedom that people that look like me fought for, you know, to allow you to have the lane to say this stupid shit. So congratulations. There's a lot that I could say about this video. I want to first say this. This woman reminds me of something that's akin to a little animal with a mask, opposable thumbs that jumps out of dumpsters. That's what this likens me to, if you get my drift. I'm saying something without saying it. Another thing is, man, we don't care. If you don't want to date Black American men, we don't give a shit. That's your choice. See, in America, you have the right to choose how you move. You have the right to choose what lane you want to participate in. And if that lane excludes Black American men, so be it. Now, my problem with this woman is a number of things. She's a Nigerian, apparently. So she's coming in here disguising herself as one of us when you're not like us. So to sit here and say with your whole chest that you don't date us, being over here with us, I think it's just supreme gaslighting of the highest order. You didn't have to post this content. You know why? Because you could keep who you date and don't date to yourself. But since you did, let's go ahead and jump into this. First and foremost, you don't want to go on coffee dates. You're right, you're privileged. You don't want to date Black American men. You're right, you're privileged. You don't think that Black American men are traditional men that date women properly. You're right, you're privileged. But when you put this content out on social media, you knew that it was
Go on.
such vile content to start that it was gonna fall across people's FYP pages. That's why you did it, because you wanted the negative like, clicks, and views, because you're a sociopath that's vying for validation.
God damn!
And there's so much other things I can really say about this woman. The whole colorism, which that's what they do. You know, the tethers, they come over here with their tribalism and their colorism, and they project that all onto foundational Black Americans as if this is the things that we focus on. You know, their tribalism, their ethnic bickering back and forth. We don't have that shit over here because we're all Black and we don't have the time to dissect ourselves off into little tribes like y'all do. So you come over here with this tribalism and you try to project that all over us as if we're the type of people that do those things. Now, does colorism exist over here? Sure, but it's not as prevalent as it is in where she's from. We're not the ones bleaching our skin, running away from Blackness. You are. And another thing, ma'am, as a foundational Black American, what tribe are you from? Where do your people come from over there in Nigeria? Because if we find out you're a slaver, ho, 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 buddy, boy, this content, if we actually find out what tribe you come from, what nation you hail from, and it's a nation and a tribe of slavers, oh, do we have a bone to pick with you, young lady. But I'm going to end it there because I really don't want to address any more of the nonsense she said, because it was just gaslighting and it was just content produced to agitate Black Americans in this silly ass diaspora war. She did it on purpose. She knew what she was doing. And it's quite frankly an attempt to get some validation from the very people who you claim you don't date. And the last thing I have to say is, how do you know so much about foundational Black American men when you don't fucking date us?
Like Jesus.
I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Make me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting.